Hello everybody, how's it going? You doing well? Good? You had a good day? Yeah? Good? You? You had a good day? Yeah? Good. Today we are going to be having a look at all the colouring pages that I've completed this year. But before I do, I wanted to give a little bit of a channel update if anybody's interested. If you're not interested, absolutely fine. I will put up a timestamp here, somewhere that will take you straight to the colouring pages that I've done. So, the channel then. You may or may not have noticed, but I did actually change the channel's name a couple of months ago. It was previously Be Nice Live Life. It had that channel name, that's what I started with 2-3 years ago. When I first started, I was doing like vlogging type videos, because vlogs are cool, you know. No, but I do enjoy creating, editing those types of videos. But then after a while, very quickly, I realised that I don't go to nowhere near enough interesting places in order to warrant having a vlogging channel. So then I thought, right, what else could I do? Because I want to do a channel. And I'm a bit of a serial hobbyist, if anybody knows me. I'm always picking up new things, trying out new things. And one of my interests is colouring. I don't colour, so I thought, boom, I'll do that. I'm alright at it. I'll do that. Over time, that evolved into doing, I got myself a tablet, so that evolved into doing digital art and things like that. Why am I saying this? Channel name. So the reason that I changed my channel name is because over the past year, the pictures that I've been doing have mainly been horror ones. That is one of other massive interests. Love horror films, horror games and things. So I've done some horror pictures and narrated some horror stories. So if you like that, check them out. Pretty good. Alright, I think they are. So the name Be Nice Live Life didn't really fit with the horror type pictures. So then I thought, right, let's change my name. What could be like the Creepy Colourer or something like that. But then I thought, well, what if I want to go back to doing different types of pictures? Because I'm always changing my interests. For example, I'm on a bit of a little Disney kick at the moment, because I went last week, I think, week before last week. Hello. Went on a Disney cruise. Highly recommend it if you're a Disney fan. Very, very good. So yeah, if I changed my name to the Creepy Colourer or something, then that wouldn't fit with the Disney stuff, would it? So long story short, I decided to change the channel name to my name, Nicky Maiden, and I can do what I want then. So yeah, so that's why I changed the channel name. So going forward then, of what videos I want to do, I'm still going to be doing the same type of videos that I have been doing, but I want to get a little bit of more FaceTime, bit of one-to-one, because I just think that videos that you watch on YouTube, it's much better when you're seeing the person, you connect with them a little bit more. So rather than just doing my time lapses of the colouring that you don't get to see me or hear me or anything, you'll get a little bit more this guy. I also have loads of other ideas of videos that I want to be doing, not just sorry, it would appear that the batteries have run out on my lights. So yeah, I've got ideas for lots of different types of videos I want to be doing. Lots of different hobbies and stuff, so branching out into different stuff. Anyway, long story short, just changing up the videos a little bit. Still going to be doing the same thing, a little bit of more FaceTime.
Sorry about that.
And I'm going to try and be a bit more regular with my uploading. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. So anyway, let's have a look at the colouring pages that I completed this year. So my camera at the minute isn't picking up my tablet very well. It's not coming out very clear, so what I'll do is I'll put as I'm going through them, I'll put the images on the screen for you. For those of you who don't know, what I do is I get colouring books, images out of colouring books, scan them and convert them into colouring pages on my tablet. It's one of the things that I do. Some people don't like it, think I should stick with the normal medium, but it's good, something different. So this first one then, the Haunted Mansion one, is from the Disney Vintage Poster Collection. With this one, in fact with all of them that you're going to see today, I think, I've narrated horror stories along with them. So bear with me, because I'm practicing my narration skills, trying to get a creepy voice going. But yeah, so this one is quite enjoyable to do. Very simple, really. It's not a lot of colours. A lot of the effect comes from the weathering, if you like, that of the stress look that I've done all around it. And you can use different textures by layering them. So if you would like to see tutorials on how to do that, just let me know. So once I'd coloured in the ghosts, I've lowered the opacity on them so you could see what was behind them, and erased the bottom of them a little bit using like a brush tool to make it look as though they're fading away. Put some nice glow effects on the text and things, give it a nice glowy spooky look. So this next one, I actually got this piece of art from a user on Instagram, TerraFox is called. Does a lot of very creepy pictures. I think he uses Biro quite a lot of the time, and yeah, so I just reached out to him and asked if he wanted me to colour any of his pictures, and he sent me this one over, and it probably took me about a year to actually complete, but yeah, it was good. A lot of the colouring done at the beginning part you can't really see because of all the dark shading that I put in, then the glow of using different layers to add the glow on the pumpkin and on her face and stuff to give it a dramatic effect. But no, I enjoyed doing this one, and the user was very impressed with it as well. At least he told me he was. So there's a story for that one if you want to check it out. Peter the Pumpkin Eater is the story for that one, which is good. This one I got from, I can't remember which one it is. I think it's just one of those generic horror colouring books that you can get off Amazon. I think. What I'll do is I'll put, for each of these pictures, I'll put little annotations on the screen so you know where it's from. But yeah, standard werewolf thing going on there. I tried to just limit the colours, especially in the background, so it was basically just the beast that was standing out, and a lot of glow and mist and stuff in the background to make it fade and make him pop. So yeah. Now this one, now don't hate me, I used an AI generator to create a colouring page just because I was creating shorts on YouTube and two sentence horrors. Don't know if you've heard of them. So there's on Reddit, you search for two sentence horrors and it's exactly what it is, two sentence horror stories. So I was narrating them and I was trying to find colouring pages to fit them. I suppose really I should draw my own, but in the spirit of colouring. So I was finding stories that I wanted to narrate, but I couldn't find pictures to fit with them. So I just typed in ghost in a shed or whatever it was to fit the story I was doing, and it came out of this. So it's just a quick one, don't shout at me. Next one, again, I used this for a 2-sentence horror. This was from, I got a colouring book off Etsy, and a lot of the pages, they already had pre-shading of the pictures, so it's like grayscale images, and you're just adding your colour onto it. It's quite relaxing. They're easy, sort of no thinking colouring that you can do. Sorry, I've got a cat meowing at me. Again, another 2-sentence horror one here. So this was, what was this from? Another Etsy colouring page. What was the story of this one? The story, I think a guy being put in an oven or something. Have a look on my channel, try and find it. It's good. Another 2-sentence horror one here. Again, another grayscale one, quite simple to do. So basically just filled out the top with all the bluer colours for the sky, and then went down with highlighting all the yellows for the flames, or the flame reflections, sorry, on all the zombie horde. So now this one, again, I think was from an Etsy colouring book. I think some of these, I know some of these are actually done by AI generated, so they just get a load of AI images together and slap them together and sell on Etsy. Some are better than others. Some of them you can tell, like, I think if you look at this one here, like, where are his thumbs? His thumbs are on the wrong side of the hand, so they do little mistakes like that. But it's not easy to find horror colouring pages everywhere, so you're going to make do. Some Etsy sellers are really good though. They will, so they generate the images using whatever website or program, but then they'll spend time correcting them and making them look good. Like I found a few that you can't tell that it's an AI generated one, and so I'll be doing some of hers. If I can find out who did each of these pages, I'll just put a note on screen for you. This one's cool. This is probably one of my favourite ones that I've done. So this one was to do, the story that I narrated with this one was to do with, it was from the point of view of an Alexa, and she's slowly getting a bit deranged and she's jealous over something. I won't spoil it, but I quite liked how I did a bit of like video editing, voice editing to make my voice distorted and keep repeating and things. But anyway, that's the audio, not the colouring. The colouring, again, it was a grayscale one, quite simple to do. So you just kind of pick which colours that you want to use, really. So I went for the blue cool look with a ice white hair, kind of a bit of an android look. So this, if you didn't know, is what Alexa looks like, just so you know. Pennywise, it. I think this was this an Amazon one? It was either an Amazon one or an Etsy one. The thing is with the Amazon ones, many times when you see them on there, you buy them, within a few weeks they've gone, because they have copyrighted images in and stuff like that. So even if this was an Amazon one, I wouldn't be able to direct you to it because it probably doesn't exist anymore. But yeah, I like how on this one in the background, I was trying to get like a glowing moon behind it, and it just wasn't looking right at all. The Pennywise he was popping a bit too much, and it didn't look right. So all I did was just feather out the yellow glow around, say, his hair to make it a bit hazier, and that made it sit and made it feel a bit more natural. Probably what took most of the work on this one was doing all the different shading in his creases and his folds. But interestingly, on this one, I actually wrote the horror story for this one. Probably the worst one. but yeah, I wrote the story on that one. Yeah, another horror one. This was from an Etsy one. The story that I did with this was called Tap Tap. So I won't spoil what happens in the story because it's good. You want to go and listen to it. It's a bit of a twist to it. So this is try to get the girl with like frosted skin. So I first painted her skin tones with obviously normal skin tones, but then went over it again with like blues and whites to try and give it that cold frosted look, and same with on the hair as well. This one I was playing around with different coloured dramatic lighting, so obviously the blue on one side and the pink on the other side. Can't remember the story of this one. I think it's to do with some creepy guy, and this is what I interpreted. Well, no, I found a picture to what I thought it would look like. I didn't draw it, but yeah, I first went, I did all the base colours, just like a peachy for his face and a blues for his suit and that, and then I went, I think I used, like if you're seeing his skin, like on his forehead there's like a mottled look. I'm pretty sure that I used a water brush on that, very lowered the opacity so you could barely see it, and then just sort of dabbed it around to try and get like that, you know, that veiny mottled skin look. I did a little bit on his suit as well to make it look distressed. So I did all the colouring and then just added another couple of layers for each of the colours, set them to overlay I think, and then just went lightly over with like an airbrush with a pink colour and give it that like glow, as if the light's coming from that side and different light coming from that side. Quite a quick one this. Another AI generated image, simply because I had a 2-sentence story. Red Alert, I think it's called, and I just wanted to smash out a quick video, so I used an AI generator to type in literally UFO destroying a city, crowd looking at it, and yeah, I tried to go, so I was looking when I did this, to try and get inspiration, I looked at old 80s sci-fi movie posters and things, and a lot of them from that time they just picked like one or two colour tones, right? So I just picked a blue and a purple tone, and I'm happy with the way that it come out. When you first start doing it, I feel like you just think I need to put different colours in. It doesn't feel right, but then once you trust the process, as everyone says, it all comes together at the end. I jumped on the bandwagon with this one. I made this colouring page myself. I've got loads of digital patterns for the background, so then I just clipped her Hawktua's face, just made a funny colouring page to jump on it. It's yeah, don't judge me, but I've got a shot on my channel of it if you want to see it. I think this is the latest story that I uploaded. I've not uploaded anything or any stories for a couple of months, because the way that I want to do it, rather than just narrating it, I like to put sound effects in it and like to make it a bit of an audio drama, so it does take me a bit of time to do them, so I have got a bit of a break from doing it. But with regards to the colouring on this, what I was going for, the tone what I was going for is the colour tone of, you know, the Matrix. I don't know if you've seen the colour, or you've noticed the colour grading on the Matrix film series. It's all very like pale yellows and greens, and then every so often a pop of colour of whatever it may be. So that's what I tried to go for all of the image, all him and the background, apart from a pop of colour from the machine and then that's slowly glowing onto him. Yeah, there's a story on my channel for that one as well. It's Alright, I think it's called. now coming back to, since I've come back home from my Disney trip, I've done a couple of Disney pictures this week. So in the what book is it from? The 100 Years of Wonder colouring book. There's quite a few images that are like, they come across as, or what I think they are, like stained glass images. So that's the effects I tried to go for here. So the way that I started out, doing all the base block colours and then using different layers, like a lightening layer and a darkening layer, to try and create the effect of shadow, light and shadow coming through the glass. There's a video for this one and for this one, the Simba one. This is my latest video. Again, exactly the same. I tried to go for bolder, brighter colours, like Lion King is. You know, the I Just Can't Wait to Be King part of the film. It's all bright, bold colours. That's what I tried to go for. So yeah, very not as dark as the pictures that I've been doing for the rest of the year, but I think it's good to change it up every now and then, isn't it? So I'll certainly be doing more Disney ones at the minute. I'm currently doing, from the vintage poster book, there is one. So in here it's got all, I've got a flip through video on my channel if you wanted to see all of the pictures, but it's all like the posters for when the movies were released and things like that. So I'm currently doing, where is it, a Sword in the Stone one. That's the one I'm doing at the minute. So you should expect to see that up on my channel soon. So that's all the colouring pages I've done this year. So far this year. I'm going to get more done. It's just trying to find the time with everything else going on, but I'm going to ramp it up. So that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If there's any pictures that you've done that yourself, that you saw in my lot, or any pictures that you think I should do, let me know in the comments. Okay guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. See you in a bit.